Everyone, Bigger at 310s here again. Sorry that I haven't done this in a while. I've been pretty overworked. You could tell right now, got some bags under my eyes. I'm tired as hell right now. Really tired, actually. But I feel the need to do this video because there are certain things I would like to address. One of them being the all sides of the wrestling world stuff. I'm behind. Very behind. So, and I've been very busy. I actually haven't seen a new show since my Christmas break. I've been really focusing on top 100 matches of the year because I really badly do not want to upload it in June. And I love doing it. And I really regret that I couldn't see some of the top Puro matches and Lucha matches from last year. So this is my time to get to go enjoy that. I regret not having seen all that stuff. So top 100 matches of the year is my top priority right now. So all sides of the wrestling world with the Dragon Gate USA 2012 shows, the Ring of Honor house shows that I still haven't seen, some PWG shows, WWE pay-per-views I missed, Survivor Series being the only one. I got to put those on the back burner. What I might do from now on, if it gets too delayed, is do what I'm doing now, which is put all the star ratings in the description box, not do a full video covering stuff that no one cares about anymore, and talk about more relevant topics on camera. Talk Steen Talk, Night of Champions, Hell in a Cell, Evolve 13, Evolve 17, CZW Down with the Sickness, CZW Redemption, the two Chikara shows, right down there. You want your star ratings? There they are. If I go over them, I'll go over them for no more than a minute. Hell in a Cell wasn't a good pay-per-view, total waste of time. Night of Champions was a very good show, an awesome main event. Cena and Punk have great chemistry, as we saw on Raw 2 days ago. Evolve 13 was really good. I think a little overrated, though. I do not think it's the best Evolve show of all time. Did not like the Generico Callahan match as much as most people did. I don't know. You guys might know this. It's not that I don't like El Generico. I love El Generico just as much as the rest of you do. But I think a lot of his matches can be a little formulaic. It seems like he does the same offensive moves in the exact same sequence with the exact same time gap between each spot. He's still a phenomenal babyface, and he's an awesome wrestler. It's just sometimes I don't even get bored. It's just like when he's making his comeback, I'm just like, I've seen this before. And yes, I know wrestlers have their own set of offense, but I feel they have to incorporate it differently. With Generico, I feel it's the same sequence every time, and sometimes it can be a little too formulaic, and this was one of those times. Just my opinion. Generico Del Sol, I mean, that was a really good match. That feud was great. That was an okay show. CZW Down with the Sickness was a good show. The main event's really good. AR Fox and Dave Chris. That's probably the best match in this whole thing besides the John Cena match. CZW Redemption was an awful show. Do not watch that show. Very bad. One good match on it, and it involved Masada, so a lot of you people might not even like that. Do not watch that show. The two Chikara shows, I mean, the Young Bucks and Envoy had a really fun match. And on the other one wasn't that good. Kind of filler. The main event was a lot of fun, though. I remember that. Yeah, that's it. That's my all sides of the wrestling world. Get that out of the way, and now I can talk about what I've been wanting to talk about for a very long time. And that is Dolph Ziggler. My relationship with Dolph Ziggler, I mean, I don't know him, but the way I view him has been very interesting over the years. Back in 2009, as I've astutely pointed out the trademark several times, I said that Dolph Ziggler was a top 10 wrestler in WWE. I had him at 9 or 10. This was back in 2009. 2009, okay? The year he debuted when he was getting buried on the mid-card with the Morrison Intercontinental title feud. I don't remember the exact order. This was before Danielson was in the company. I believe we agreed Punk, Ray, not in this exact order, but these were the guys in the top 8. Punk, Ray, Evan Bourne, Edge, Morrison, fuck, I'm missing someone. I do not remember. Generico, Ray, Morrison, Punk, Edge, Bourne, Mysterio, someone else, and then Dolph Ziggler. And Trademark laughed at me. He was like, Dolph Ziggler? And I was like, yeah, he's really good. And he was like, yeah, but when Dolph Ziggler is in your top 10 best workers of a promotion, that shows you how bad the work rate is. He said this. Word for word. And you guys can go criticize him whatever you want. He said that back in 2009. To be fair, no one knew how good Ziggler was in 2009. But I thought he was really good. Because I, of course, discovered Dolph Ziggler like I discovered Kyle O'Reilly. As Trademark likes to point out, jokingly. Basically, I really liked him a few years ago. And I thought he should have been utilized more. Past 2 years, Dolph Ziggler has emerged top 3, maybe even top 2 workers in this company. Some people say he's the best. I can never put him ahead of Bryan Danielson. Daniel Bryan, I've heard people say this argument that, oh, you know, Christian is better than CM Punk and Dolph Ziggler in the WWE style, but he's not a better wrestler. And I've heard that argument used against Daniel Bryan, that, like, you know, Ziggler and Christian might be better workers in the WWE style than Daniel Bryan, even though Daniel Bryan's a better wrestler overall. That's complete bullshit. Even in the WWE style, Danielson's better than all of them. Do you know how many guys on that roster have had their best match ever in that company with Danielson? Wade Barrett, Sin Cara, Dolph Ziggler, The Miz. Like, no. Any match that wasn't a Cena match was CM Punk. But, like, tons. Ted DiBiase, another one that I completely forgot. There's been tons of guys that when they wrestle him, he gives them their best match in the company ever. Dolph doesn't do that. He's close. I heard his match with The Miz on main event was quite great. But when Daniel Bryan wrestles these guys, he gets out of them their best performances. That's why even in the WWE style, he's better than all of them. But Dolph, nonetheless, has emerged as a top 2, top 3 worker in this company. He's hailed and beloved by the entire IWC, and the IWC gets really, really mad whenever he's buried or losing and whatnot. All right, back at Survivor Series. Well, Dolph won the Money in the Bank last year. That's where I should start. Money in the Bank last year. Going into it, everyone made their predictions, and almost everyone was like, I want Dolph to win, then maybe Cody, then maybe Tyson Kidd, but Dolph is the one that I want to win. And myself, and I think Man on Fire was a lot more critical than I was. But I didn't want Ziggler to win the title, to win the Money in the Bank. I really wanted Cody Rhodes or Tyson Kidd to win. Or Christian. Like, honestly, if I had to list an order, Ziggler probably wouldn't even made my top 3. Like, it's not that I didn't want him to win, it's just I wanted other guys to win it more. And when he did win, I mean, I couldn't help but feel a sense of, all right. And I was wondering, like, you know, I really liked the guy, man. I mean, I was one of the few that was singing his praises back in 2009. Like, I don't understand why I'm feeling this way. And it's never bothered me that when Dolph jobs. Like, whenever I see a TV taping and it says, like, so-and-so mid-carder beat Dolph Ziggler, I was like, okay. Like, when I see so-and-so beat Daniel Bryan, I'm like, what the fuck? When I see so-and-so beat Christian, I'm a little mad. Like, you know, I'm not mad. Like, whenever Daniel Bryan loses, I, like, have a reaction. Whenever Dolph loses, I'm like, so? Whenever Cody loses, I'm a little mad. I'm like, come on. But whenever Dolph loses, I'm just like, okay. I don't know if WWE has beaten him to death, that I don't care. But here's what I think. Dolph is a really talented worker, and he's so-so on the mic. Sometimes he's really good on the mic, sometimes he's bland on the mic, but he definitely has a unique charisma and personality to him. But I think this has nothing to do with his size, but I think he comes across, maybe it's the beach blonde hair, some of the dancing, the show off, like some of his goofy stuff. I don't know what it is. I think he comes off too goofy. Like, I really, really, really do believe that I just can't take him seriously. I love him in the ring. He's a phenomenal wrestler. But I can't take him seriously. And I do think that WWE themselves can't take him seriously. And I think that's why they job him uncontrollably, even though he's supposedly the future, and they've admitted that. But they can't take him seriously. Because he's a goof. I love him, but like whenever he does that fucking show-off dance at the front of the stage, I'm just like, dude, you're not a champion. Like, you know, you're not at the level of Cena or Punk. Like, he's too goofy. And I think that's why, like I said, this company feels they can job him at will, because they don't take him seriously either. They recognize his talent, they recognize his ability, but in their minds, like, you know, he's a goofball. And I know this is probably what they told him to do, but the way he executes this gimmick, I don't know, he comes across like a goof. Honestly. And that's maybe why I don't really care when he loses. I would love seeing him wrestle, but I just don't have that attachment to him like everyone else does. Like, I really, really, like, honestly, he lost, like, and this is why I brought this up. Yesterday, I think it was yesterday or the day before, the Saturday Morning Slam tapings, Dolph Ziggler jobbed to Daniel Bryan. Bryan is it? Of all the people, I thought for sure if these guys were to have a match on Raw right now, Dolph would win. Like, I thought for sure. Because Danielson's another one that maybe they don't take him seriously either, and they job him uncontrollably, but he's so talented on the microphone, much more than Dolph is, that it helps. He can get himself out of trouble a lot of times. But I thought for sure, like, oh, Dolph Danielson, Dolph wins. Like, they realized that they've been jobbing Dolph, that he needs to get some wins to pick up steam, so they'll put him in with Danielson, because they know that Danielson can recover. Nope, Danielson beat Dolph. I was like, what? Like, I wasn't mad, I was just surprised. Like, I posted on Twitter, like, I just can't believe it. Like, I thought for sure, if anybody, any mid to upper mid-carder in that company that Dolph could go into the ring with, and I could have 100% confidence that he would win, it was Daniel Bryan. The only guy. And he lost. I was speechless. They really, really are not helping him out at all. In November, he pins Randy Orton clean. In December, he beats John Cena in the ladder match. He was picking up some steam. Now he's kind of directionless because he's not really in the main Mania title plans. And just so when they're not doing anything with him, they feel they have to job him uncontrollably, even though he's the future. It's amazing. I've never seen anything like this. I get that he's a heel, but still, he loses all the time to people he shouldn't lose to. And the company doesn't care. And I just think it's because they can't take him seriously. Just like how I can't take him seriously. I won't go as far, like, when he dyed his hair, that was stupid, because he looked exactly like everyone else, and he lost a lot of his, personality. But I do kind of agree with Todd, that, like Todd Martin said on the radio show with Bryan, I'm not saying Dolph should have kept the black hair, but he said Dolph, with the beach blonde hair, kind of looks like an idiot. And when he does that, and does the show-off dance and all that, like I said, I can't take him seriously. I can't. And that's why it doesn't bother me when he loses. I want to see him do well. It's not like I want to see the guy get fired. Like, I would love to see him be world champion, but I could care less one way or another. And this isn't a guy that I don't care about in the ring. It's not like, I don't know. It's not like, just thinking of a good example in the mid-card, Justin Gabriel. It's not like I legit don't give a shit if he wins, loses. I have no personal attachment to Justin Gabriel whatsoever. But I like seeing Dolph in the ring. I have some attachment. This is like the only circumstance ever where I'm a big fan of a guy's in-ring work, but absolutely do not give a shit about his upward mobility in the company. Like, I don't care. Like, if anything, I want to see him in the main event level so he can have better matches with more of the top guys. But, like, I do not care about his upward mobility whatsoever, and I'm a big fan of his in the ring. I've never, ever had this experience before. That's Dolph. That's my relationship with Dolph. That's just how I see it. And I don't think things are going to change. He'll win the title. He'll probably be beaten mercilessly while champion, and when he loses the title, he'll continue to be beaten. And then we'll have to hear on the internet, probably for the rest of Dolph's career, next 2 to 3 years, wow, man, they always bury Dolph. Dolph, I never win Ziggler. And I'll just be like, whatever. That's my opinion on it. Give me your thoughts. Post comments describing your thoughts with Dolph Ziggler. I want to learn. I want to interact. I want to do more of these. I don't want to. People think I just love doing reviews and YouTube take. That's not true. Okay, I've just been busy. I'm in fucking college. I have a lot of work. I've just been busy, and I'm still watching wrestling constantly. So I still wanted to interact with my fans. So please, thoughts, comments, anything else. All right, thank you guys. I'm out. Goodbye.